Today's show brought to you live from Lounge Media Group Studios. It's Pedro and the Freight Hound with the Logistics Lounge. The views and opinions expressed on this show by its guests are not necessarily those of Lounge Media Group or the show host. So if you sue someone, make sure it's the party responsible for hurting your feelings. Also, grow up, be an adult, and understand not everyone thinks like you. And that's okay.
We are so lizard licking back, man. Let me tell you. Woo, man. Little hiatus, but So we had to do it. Mr. Hound's being evicted, so he had to go find no joke.
I should have listened to Jeff. I should have paid my bills.
Should have paid your bills, man. Should have paid your bills. No, oh man, no. Mr. Hound got himself a new place, and so we had to take Wednesday off so he could start getting himself situated and get things packed up. Ironically, it looks identical to his old place. That's why it looks the way it does right now in the background.
Don't put me in that spot, bro. You know the struggles of moving.
I do.
And got the puppy dog, so hey, I'm a glutton for punishment this month. All right, that's all I can tell myself. But
you got a backyard. You got a backyard at that other place.
I got like a little yard.
I mean, you got room for her to run around.
Oh yeah.
Well, at least know where you're at. You got the walking trails and the little pond area and all that stuff, whatever. So
like 5 minutes from a lake, so I'm gonna take her out there. She's got that lab in her, so I'm gonna. I don't know. Maybe not this fall because it's gonna be cold outside, but she's got spots. Gets me out of the house too. Working remote definitely give me an excuse to go out and do some fun stuff. So
yeah, bro. Hell yeah, man. Oh, yeah. I'm down with it, dude. Down with it. It's good. I'm glad you got your pup, man. I miss my dog, man. I miss my dog. Yeah.
But I have noticed that whenever I do ignore her, she doesn't like me working. She loves the weekends because we just hang out. But like when I'm sitting here at my desk, I'll just hear like just her patting on something, dude. She goes after my shoes. She'll pick one up and carry it over to the couch, and then she'll just drop it because I get up, and then she just lays there and looks at me, and she doesn't chew on them, but it's the fun stuff.
She just wants your attention, man.
I know. So I'm gonna have to get a desk exclusive. I might have to get like a heavy duty desk with a little dog ramp so she can just lay on a bed right next to me.
Yeah, dude,
working.
There you go.
Like you got cats on your desk, so I can have a dog on the desk.
That's true, man. I do. They'd be chilling at my desk, cat's desk, and it's funny. So like our boy cat, so he has this thing when he wants attention, he goes and scratches at the pantry door because that's where their snacks are. He hardly ever wants snacks. It's just he's like, okay, if I scratch here, they're gonna get up, probably thinking I want this, and then they're gonna fucking play with me, and that's all it is. He'll do it at 3:00 in the morning. That's the crappy part about it that I don't like.
I got a spoiled cat right there, man.
He's smart, man. I'll tell you, everything I thought I knew about house cats, I was 1,000% wrong on, bro. They are probably some of the smartest animals I've ever come in contact with. It's nuts how intelligent they are for being such tiny brains.
Yeah, I don't like cats, dude. They're too smart. They scare me.
That's it. They are too smart, bro. You are so freaking right. They are too smart for their own good.
Yeah. And all the cat facts you've given out throughout the years of the lounge, absolutely not. Talk about aliens, they live in your house.
Let's talk about aliens, bro. I could go make a tinfoil hat real quick. I will so go down that rabbit hole after our guest, though. After our guest.
Okay.
Yeah. All I'm saying is that if you do not believe aliens are real, like you were misguided. I mean, it's no possible way. Just saying, it's no possible way we're the only intelligent life form in the galaxy, universe, whatever you want to say. I'm just going to leave it at that.
Apparently, there's a UFO that's about to be arriving in about 170 days.
Dude, I'm all here for it, bro. I'm all here for it. And if you know what's going to happen, if it comes near the south, we're going to treat it like a tornado. Everyone's going to walk out their front door, and we're just going to stand there and stare at it.
And then if it gets too crazy, we're just going to shoot guns.
Yeah, we're just going to shoot at it. Yeah. Yes, exactly.
I don't like that. Yeah, I'm ready for it.
Oh man, that's
Everybody's
good
talking
stuff,
about
bro.
the apocalypse. It's the UFO invasion here in the South that we're prepared for it.
Now that we talk about that, I'm gonna have to go look up UFO sighting statistics and see how many happen in the South, because off the top of my head, I don't think many do. And now that we're talking about it, I think we're realizing why.
Maybe back in the day, and they're like, nope.
Nope.
Let's go to the city where they got phones.
It's like we landed our UFO. We landed our UFO there. When we left, we had 36-inch boggers with a lift kit and a glass pack exhaust.
Hey, if they showed up with a 30 rack of some cold beer, it'd be a different story. All right, start sending some signals out there. But
that's what's wrong, aliens. You're not showing up with a 30 pack of natties. Yes, that's what it is. You talk about peace. Let's start it off the right way. All right, let's quit bumbling about UFOs here, man. I tell you, I ain't got my tinfoil hat on, man. I got to go make one before we start this conversation. News. Ready for news?
Let's go.
All right, we got a different kind of news tonight, but it's one that's near and dear to our heart. So Yeah, here we go. Lounge Media News, everybody. All right. If y'all haven't heard yet, or if you don't know this individual, a good friend of ours, Steven, he goes by Redneck Trucker. That is his online persona. He was his truck burnt down the other day while he was sleeping inside of it. I mean, literally, in the video that he made and the way he described it, is he said, by the grace of God, he made it out of that truck. It was middle of the night. There was no one else around, and just something made him wake up. Or he said he thought he heard someone knocking on his truck, but he knew that couldn't be possible because of where he was at. And when he got up, his truck was on fire, and he literally had enough time to make it out of the truck, and with nothing, not even so much as his cell phone. He lost everything. Here in a minute, I will show some pictures that I have permission to show. It's nothing gory or anything like that. It just shows a burnt down truck, just so everyone knows. But it's on someone's private stuff, and just wanted to let you know, have permission to share it. But before we do that, this is the GoFundMe that has been set up for Redneck. Like I said, I mean, when you see this, he lost everything. I mean, truck, trailer, all of it is completely gone. We all know how insurance is. It's likely that they're going to give this guy a smidgen of what the tractor and all these things are worth. So we as a community, we're all wanting to come together here and do something. A friend of ours started this GoFundMe for him. It is posted on the Lounge Media socials. I'll have to go make sure it's on all of them. If it isn't, it will be on all of our socials by the end of the day. We will pin them up top. Hunter, pin them up top. I said we pin it up top. Yeah, we'll pin them up top. So that way it'll be easy to reach. You can go on there, you can donate. I'm sure everyone here has done GoFundMe. It's a pretty easy process. You can do it anonymously, or you can put your name up there, however you want to do it. So yes, please go to our page, and if you can, go and support this gentleman and help him build back, because this was his livelihood. He was an owner operator, so this literally, he is now not making any money until this gets resolved. And Hunter, you talk for a minute if you want. I'm gonna get these pictures pulled up.
Yeah, no, I mean, if y'all haven't met Steven before, a redneck trucker, I mean, he's a wild guy, but I mean, he is a staple in this industry. He does good by everybody. He helped us out at the lounge in our early days tremendously. I mean, the first large cars guitars I went to, he walked around with me the entire time, just introducing us to all the right people. And um he's an awesome guy, man of God. He is a pastor as well, and it is a miracle that he's still here with us. And the fact, if you know him, the fact that his cell phone got left behind should just tell you everything you need to know. But this guy is a social media creator as well, on TikTok, Instagram, all the socials, and it's scary. I haven't talked to him since it happened. He just got his phone back today, but I mean, just looking at these pictures, and that Kenworth was so awesome, man. Like, that's like
It
losing
was
your
it was a
home,
nice KW. It sure as hell was.
losing your home, man. And yeah, it's devastating. I mean, watching that video that he posted today, just saying like he can't do anything, and he doesn't even know if he'll get back into driving. But it is great to see that the community is coming together and helping him out. And um yeah, it's just a blessing. I mean, just going to say, like, check in on people every day, and never take life for granted. It's
That's
scary.
dang right, man. And talk about all the things that Steven does for people. This is just one side of his truck, and I can't zoom in on this picture, but I mean, Steven supports everybody. And if if you have a brand of any kind, it doesn't matter what it is, and you can give something to Steven, Steven will proudly represent for you. I mean, right here is an Easy Claw sticker. There's Bull Snot. That's his own sticker. That's a Mother Trucker, and I cannot remember whose this one is, but on the other side of his truck, it had 5 times as many stickers as that. And inside his truck, he had all kinds of hats and shirts, everything that was just from other people, so he could help support folks. And he was glad to buy your product. He was not about taking it for free. He was very happy to pay and support
But
others.
also,
And
too,
so,
I mean, like, when he shows up to these truck shows, like, he gets loads to support himself getting there. He has his own brand, and his barbecue sauce. If y'all haven't tried that, it is so freaking good. But I mean, he doesn't just show up. Like he works his ass off, and this is his livelihood. But I mean, that's insane though. That I do you know how it happened? Like,
No, I'm going to say one of two things. Most likely was an electrical thing. And I'm not saying that that's by anything on him, but a majority of truck fires, I could be wrong. I think Rob Carpenter, because Rob Carpenter and I had this discussion, majority of truck fires like this are electrical based, or it's some type of fluid that is flammable that ends up leaking onto something and it causes too much heat and it ends up catching something on fire. But if I was a betting man, I would probably say it was probably something electrical. That's usually what happens.
yeah, let's hope. Yeah, he's gonna be back on the road, but that's just tough times though. And he had a load on.
Yeah, look at that steel coil back there. Oh, sir, I guess he didn't lose the trailer. Still, whatever, you know what I mean. But yeah, you see, he has a steel coil on back there.
I don't.
Yeah,
there's no telling.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure it damaged some stuff on it. I'm sure, but you know, I mean, so yeah, it's a pretty bad deal, man. So point is, Steven's going through it right now. Again, he has supported a lot of people, including us. He is a very, very dear friend of ours. And if you could go and help him out, that would be lovely. If you could just maybe go share the GoFundMe, that would be fantastic too. That takes nothing from you. You know what I mean? And you're helping a driver and his family. And so that's it. That's all I really got to say, man.
Yeah. Well, you ready to get to our guests here?
I am.
Got
Let's
another
do this
walking
thing.
miracle with us today.
Why
The
that?
real Southern Transport.
That's right. The real Sun Transport. We're going to call Truck Show Joe. Tell him to come on the show. He can learn a few things. All right.
I don't want that fraud on this show.
Yeah. Clint and the owner, Chris, with Southern Transport LLC out of Cleveland, Tennessee, everybody.
No rest for the wicked, at least for a few hundred miles. I'm running wild. Ride the lightning, run on empty, the ring of fire. Rolling like the Mississippi.
I know you said gangster rap is your favorite music, dude, but I made an executive decision and we used that song. So I don't want you to be mad at me.
Nice. That's pretty cool, guys.
Oh man. Guys, how y'all doing?
Good.
Doing great.
Fantastic.
Friday, and we're on the lounge. So hey, it's a good day.
That's best place to be, man, on a Friday afternoon, right here. Talking good stuff, man. You know, you guys are our first car haulers that we ever had on the show, and it's one of the things that we've been interested in because Hunter and I are both, you know, gearheads and stuff. So, you know, it's been a topic we wanted to touch on for a while, and it just took us a while to get here. And we honestly have, you know, I mean, Tony Justice and Charles Gracie with large cars and guitars to thank for, because that's where we met Clint at.
Yep. Good guys.
They are good guys, man. Tony's pretty good. I can't wait to see him in his golf attire down there at Star Stripes and White Lines. What are you gonna say, Hunter? I'm sorry, bro.
I was gonna say I don't know about those cats. I just know we posted the video of that truck. I mean, that's where the real story comes from, right there, man. That car hauler you got there is
Appreciate it.
We're going to show pictures that Hunter. You don't know this. I haven't told you this yet. So here is how crazy the universe is. Okay, so yesterday we had Clint's truck as our Cool Truck Thursday of the week, and then I did that purposely because Clint was coming on the show today. Well, Clint sends me a link last night, and he was like, "Dude, check this out." And Overdrive put out an article and a video of Clint's trucks and an interview with Clint yesterday. For those of you who don't know, so first of all, Clint and Southern Transport and his amazing truck got two really good features yesterday. But what is even crazier is that we started Cool Truck Thursday because of those Overdrive magazine articles. Like our first few cool trucks were actually just pictures from those articles and links to those until Hunter and I were able to get footage of our own, and we started it. So I just thought that was weird, Hunter, that he had two of those things come out yesterday, and one of them was Overdrive, and they did it on Cool Truck Thursday. It's like, dude, how fucking crazy is that, man?
gotta love that.
So
That is full circle stuff.
it is, man. It is. It's pretty cool. And that was a wonderful article. But I really liked the video. I didn't know there was a video until today, Clint. I caught that on Overdrive's thing on Facebook. It popped in my feed, and I watched that. That was a really good interview, man.
Appreciate it.
I know makes me mad that if only I'd have paid attention to that damn pop up tent back there behind the
You
truck.
gotta look for him, dude. I'm telling you. Hey, that'll be another question down the road. The proper way to approach a tent full of people taking it easy after just buffing your truck all day.
We do. We should ask that. We should definitely ask that. Like, I mean, do we come with beer in hand, water in hand? You know what I mean? Do we come with our waxing rags in hand? You know, to help.
That worked for Ingrid.
Beer is always
work.
good.
Beer's good. Michelob Ultra.
Oh man, that's good stuff, man. Oh, it's gonna be a good show. I already know it is. Clint, you've been on the show plenty of times before, man. You're always a good person to have on. We always have some fantastic conversations, but we've never had you on here. I guess you're saying in official capacity. Talking about yourself as a driver, talking about car hauling specifically, and we'll dig into that amazing truck. Between the group of us here, we've got a buttload of footage here. We're going to be able to show of that beautiful rig, but what we want to do is go ahead, start you gentlemen off like we start everybody off. Chris, we will get you to go first, and then we'll roll into Clint. But who is Chris and Clint, and how did y'all get to be where you are with Southern Transport?
So my name's Chris Pendergrass, Cleveland, Tennessee, and my background was in auto industry. I had one car lot when I was younger, and then I partnered up and had 4 car lots going. So I was paying for cars to get hauled. My dad was a CDL driver, had never hauled cars. He was retiring in 2013, and in 2014, I asked him if he would, be interested when he retired to start hauling cars for me. So bought a little F-350 Ford truck and a 3-car Kaufman Max 3-car wedge.
Yeah, 3-car wedge.
And just started hauling our own cars from lot to lot, and eased into it. Then in 2018, we sold off our car lots, and I collected out our accounts and stuff. And Clint's been with me since he was with the car lots company and hauled our cars for us in 2016. And then he come on with me full-time with Southern Transport shortly after that, and we've been going at it ever since. Got really serious about it, I guess, in 2021. We started upgrading and bought our first big truck,
2020.
Yeah, around 2019, 2020, and we've been gradually going up from there, but we're doing real well now and busy.
So that's crazy. Having 4 car lots. How old were you, if you don't mind me asking, when you started getting into
so I'm 51 now, but I started my first car lot when I was 24, and I was doing it like part-time, and I've had a full-time job that I've been on 8 years, and then I eased into that, did it for a couple of years, built up my accounts enough to be able to get out of my factory job and roll into the car business full-time. So
what was your biggest gripe with the car haulers you were dealing with? Was it just price, or what? I mean,
no, it was reliability. You'd put the orders out there, and we most of the time. So I have one really good guy that I could call directly on his own truck. Him and his dad had 2 trucks, but as we grew and we started buying cars like multi-states and out of Florida and stuff, they would dispatch them out, and I wouldn't know who the driver was. I wouldn't know who to call. We'd talk to our dispatcher, and you never could get anybody on the phone. They would leave our cars at auction. Hey, I couldn't find this one. They'd show up, 10 days later. Here we try to do a 48-hour turnaround. Yeah. I take texts and calls all the time. We're right there for our customers. So, if you need something, you just hit me up on my cell phone, and I take the call.
Good deal, man. Yeah, we'll definitely dig into that. But what was that conversation with your pops like when you said, "Hey, I'm gonna need you to park in the middle of a road and climb all up in and out of these cars.
It's a little different than what he's been doing, that's for sure.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I see
he
them all the
did
time
good
in these
with it.
used car lots here in Tennessee, and like everybody talks about, tow truck drivers and stuff, and I'm like, nobody's talking about these car haulers. Like, y'all are nuts, dude, breaking out ladders in the middle of a 4-lane road going down the middle of the street. Like, it's
Yeah,
crazy.
there's some sketchy places out there for sure. Sketchy places.
No doubt. So,
The whole time
I
you're
guess-
unloading, looking behind you, make sure you ain't getting run over.
heck yeah, man, I can't imagine. So, what that process? So, when did you hire, or I say hire? I
Hey,
don't know. Like,
let's get with Clint, and then we'll merge the both of them so they can both answer their stuff. Clint, what
Okay.
about you, brother? Bring us to how you got to with I guess with Clint there at the or Chris at the car lots, and how you moved into the position you're at with Southern Transport now.
When I first got my license in '99, and I was hauling cars for another company, and me and this guy didn't GI too well. We do now, but we didn't then. But and I done freight and a little bit of everything else, and I was hauling fuel. And one of Chris's buyers I know hit me up and said, "Hey, Chris might need you to come over and haul cars for him at the lot." I said, "Okay." So I got a hold of Chris. He said, "Yeah." So me and him got together, and 2 weeks later, I was hauling cars for you.
I'd sold Clint a few cars over the years too.
Yeah.
So we were already buddies and stuff, and I knew him
Yeah.
pretty good. So
So I met Chris when he had the other lot before he started to buy here, pay here lot. But
yeah, I
that
sold
was
you. I
probably
sold
a long
you.
time ago.
Yeah, I sold you 4-wheelers
Yeah.
back 25 years
Sold
ago.
my 7-year-old girl that's 26-year-old now a 4-wheeler.
See, Chris, you totally missed it. Clint, you're a genius, bro. A genius. You bought cars from him and then got him to employ you so you could literally use the money he pays you to give it right back to him for the car note. Man, I love it. I love that.
Yes.
Oh, man, that's good stuff, man. I loved it.
Good relationship. Clint's
he's,
my main man. He takes care of things, so he does a great job for us.
All right, we agree. We've seen him out there working his butt off, man. He's been on the show a few times when he's sitting waiting to get loaded, and we've had to get off and wait for him to load. What we're gonna do is next time you're on, dude, we're gonna have to get you to set the camera up so we can watch you load live on the show. That would be cool. That would be a fun thing to watch. We'll just have it played on the big screen, man, and we'll just sit back here and just bullshit while we watch you load cars, man.
I had to get the tripod from the house and throw it in the truck.
Yeah, dude, that'll be good, man. That'll be awesome. And then what we'll do is we'll download it, send it to you, and you can repurpose it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, well, all right. Hey, so, Chris, you said y'all had you had started out kind of with a 3-car wedge, and since then you guys have built up. How many trucks are y'all at now, and what type of trucks do y'all have? Are y'all running all big trucks? You got a little mix of the hot shots and the big. What are we talking?
Yeah, so we've got 2 rollbacks, 1 4-car rollback and 1 2-car rollback, and then we've got 2 Stingers, our lures.
2 9-cars.
And then 2 9-car haulers, and then we've got 6 7-car haulers, and we've got 1 on order right now that we'll be taking on in about a week or 2. Another Stinger with a lure trailer.
All right, I'm trying to pull up pictures here so we can give everyone kind of an idea of what we're talking about here. Let's see if this is it. Is that kind of what you're talking about? But it's just a trailer, Chris.
Kind of like this one up top that's got the one above it. We've got 1 of those 4-car rollbacks like that. That's our bigger one that hauls in ops and stuff.
Yeah,
gotcha.
Yeah, the one. Yeah, and then we've got 1 smaller rollback that goes into like repo lots and stuff and brings the stuff to the yard. Then we transport it over to auctions. So we gather them up and then ship them over in bulk.
I got my want to grab a few pictures. I'll send them to you.
Okay, yeah. Send them on over. I will pull those up. And the Stinger, that's what truck you drive, right, Clint? Is that that's what y'all call those? Is a Stinger setup?
Yeah.
Interesting.
The fifth wheel's actually the reason they call them a stinger. The fifth wheel's behind the back axles on the ground, like a pull behind trailer, kind of
Like a ball hitch.
yeah.
Is it actually I mean, what is the connection there? Is it a kingpin?
It's
Is
a
it
fifth wheel. No, it's
really?
fifth wheel.
Never
Yeah,
paid
it only
attention.
sits about 6 inches off the ground. So
That's
Dang.
pretty interesting, man.
What'd you start off with there when you first started Southern? I mean, well, I guess you just kind of showed what you were working with, but what was the progression of that? I mean, getting into
Yeah, so we had a Kaufman 5-car hauler,
yeah,
which was really, I mean, pretty tough to operate,
Yeah.
Clint.
yeah, we had 2 3-car wedges, a F-350, a 3500 Dodge,
Mhm.
and then when he sold the car lots, we brought what was that, a 2011 Freightliner sports chassis? Wasn't it 11?
Yeah.
2011 Freightliner sports chassis with a Kaufman 5-car.
And y'all just continue to grow, huh?
Yeah,
That's nice, man. It's good. You know, it's great to hear that you guys are diversified. Chris, I mean, applause to you for, I mean, you know, for seeing that. You know, a lot of people, they start out with the small stuff, you know, they'll start hot shotting, and then once they get a big truck, they get rid of other things, you know, or just a lot of companies, they don't think about the diversification. You know, they find that one type of thing they like, and it's, you know, and that's what they stick with 100%, and they don't try to do other stuff. And so, you know, applause to you for seeing that. And obviously, I guess the car industry is a perfect place to do that. I mean, just things you said, you talk about car hauling, and then you were talking about going to repo lots a minute ago, and, you know, dealing with that stuff. So let's use that into a segue of, you know, what all kinds of business, you know, do you guys do, and what all kinds of stuff is there out there in the car hauling industry that folks may not think about? Because most people just think about folks like Clint going up and down the road, pulling from factories and stuff, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. So we gather up for probably about 6 different auctions in the general southeast right here, and we covered territories in North Georgia and Chattanooga with a lot of repos and new car trade-ins. Manheim, Nashville is one of our larger customers that we haul a lot of stuff for, but then we've got some big dealer groups too that we transport everything they buy, you know, across the South. So we're running 8 states right now, pretty steadily, and we're in those at least 1 to 2 days a week. Some of them we're in, you know, some towns we're in, like Nashville, we're in daily with multiple trucks. Knoxville, Atlanta, just all across the South. But yeah, we do new car store stuff. We do small mom and pop stores. You know, we've got a wide variety of customers that we take care of. So
y'all gotta let me know when Clint, if you're ever in Nashville, man, talking about getting that video of you unloading, loading. I'm
How
right
close-
here.
how close are you to Mount Juliet?
Dude, I'm about to move to Hermitage, so my mom lives in Mount Juliet, so I'm like 5 minutes from there. I'm right here in the mix.
Yeah, next time I head up that way, might probably be next week, maybe, or you know. So I can't do a lot. I can do some traveling, but can't do a lot of working for the next 6 weeks. So
yeah, that'd be easy to come look you up. That sounds good.
Yeah, heck yeah. Go grab a burger or something. I don't know how much. Well, you got that quick turnaround, 48-hour time right there. So
That's
Yeah.
right.
So these right here, this obviously, what is this? What kind of setup is this, guys?
that's a Freightliner Cascadia with a Max 6 trailer. It can haul 6 to 7 on that trailer.
And so what is that one? That wouldn't be a rollback. What kind of trailer would that be?
No, it's just like it's a Kaufman 6-car trailer. Max
Okay.
6.
Gotcha. Okay. And let me ask you this. I mean, if you guys stay in, you know, such a relatively small area, you know, I've noticed I mean, all your trucks are sleepers. I mean, is that just because you're getting better deals on the sleepers, Chris and Clint, or, you know, are you guys, like, do they stay out sometimes? Maybe you have to sleep at the auction because the car didn't come in or whatever it may be.
Yeah, we do 3 or 4 overnights a week across our 10 drivers, and you know, it's just more room, more comfort. The guys just like the trucks more, Day cabs are just tougher, So we've got four trucks like the Kenworth right there, and that's got a 5-car. That's a low pro
Wally mode.
Wally mode, yeah, for heavy hauls. So that one will haul, it'll haul a bus, it'll haul transit vans. We haul a lot of big stuff with this setup, but it can also, it can also haul like 5 SUVs or 4 F-150s you could put on it.
Is that? I assume by that bar there that has an upper level that raises up too, or is everything just sit flat like it is?
No, it's got that front deck will lift up and you can put a car under it. The second deck will lift up and you can put one there under it.
And if you had like 3 big transit vans or something, you could just roll them right up on there and go, straight up the way it is, not even have to move them. So
I'm trying to find a pic for you with the load on it on that truck.
What do you guys? I mean, Clint kind of touched on this in the article, which is why I want to bring it up because it was pretty interesting to me. And I've always wondered this, but what are you guys riding at height wise? Like on Clint's truck, and he's got both levels raised up and he's packed full of stuff. What do you got? What's y'all's average height riding at?
The average height is about 14 foot.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's 14.2, 14.3. About 14.3, if anybody calls me and says, hey, I'm 14.4, what do you think? I was like, figure it out because you're not riding that high.
Yeah, 14.
That's pretty crazy, man. I mean, so you obviously route planning is got to be a huge thing. I mean, I'm sure with y'all doing a lot of the similar stuff, y'all have already figured out those routes, but you get something new that comes up. I mean, we're talking, this is imperative here, because when you're talking about cars, a small tree branch might not mean shit to a trailer, you know what I mean? But it's going to really mean something to someone's front windshield.
For sure. Definitely. Yes. And our Garmin GPS, when you put in the destination, you set the height of bridges and stuff. So it'll tell you if there's anything low in your path. But typically you're right. I mean, we're on the same highways 95% of the time.
The Garmin's we use, they're about $500 or $600, ain't they? They're pretty expensive. You can set your height in it and it'll route you that way to go that you won't hit nothing at that height.
And we always set it a little high.
Yeah.
I think we always set them around 14.6. So.
Yeah. If we're running 14 foot, we'll set them at like 14.2, 14.3 just to give us a little breathing room.
I talked to one car hauler one time back in when I was a driver, and I had asked him, about how he deals with heights and stuff, and he had told me, he's like, you wouldn't believe how many times I've flattened people's tires on their car to make sure that we can ride legally this thing. I'm like, you seriously? He's like, yeah, man, and he showed me the air compressor extension that he's got in his truck and everything, so we can air him back up.
Yes, yep. We did one this week like that. So. Yeah. It's not often, but every now and then, especially on your big lifted trucks and things, that's what this was.
Yeah, flattening tires is getting to be a daily thing as big as these vehicles they're making. I mean, these Chevrolet Trail Bosses and High Countries and the Ford, the FX4s and all that stuff, it just gets crazy.
So, I mean, hey, Clint, that's a good point, and let's go ahead and get into that. Y'all been doing this for about a decade or so here at this point, and 10 years may not sound like a lot of time to a lot of people, but it really is. So, what type of changes have you guys seen in the car hauling industry with things like what Clint's talking about? There have been other things y'all seen, regulatory changes, stuff like that has made business either, harder or easier for you guys, or maybe just some things that, is a pain in the butt you wish you ain't had to deal with that you didn't 5 years ago.
DEF systems.
Yeah, the DEF systems on the truck is aggravating. It's constant. Every 2 weeks, something's with the DEF on one of our trucks. We've got to get it fixed.
ELDs is different, but that's been a good change.
The ELDs don't bother me as bad the way we run because
we like those.
We like them because we don't have to sit there and fool with paper. But a lot of people don't. But the way we run, they're fairly easy for us. And then, as far as vehicle changes,
a lot less cars and a lot more
Yes.
SUVs and trucks.
The cheaper the fuel gets, the bigger vehicles people buy.
That's it. Seems
Well, I
like
mean,
everybody's selling SUVs more so than they are cars these days.
so I mean, what about you talk about like these the trucks they got. A lot of these manufacturers now they're adding these aftermarket packages from the factory. Because they know, hey, that's what people are going to do to them anyway. Let's go ahead and do that. I mean, is those things been a challenge for you guys as far as the size of these tires, the height of these vehicles? I mean, what is it meant for the difference in the way you do things, and also, how have you had to adjust with your equipment over that time, or have you had to?
You really can't adjust for the equipment much. You just can't get as much on your trailer. Like my truck, I can haul. It's a 9-car, but if there's a bunch of trucks, 5 trucks is all I can get on it. I'm full. Like if I had 5 1500s or F-150s or
Got a couple of cars to go in there.
you could squeeze a couple of cars in there, but then you got to watch your weight because then you're going to get overweight. And I'm 42 and some change empty, 42,000 and some change empty.
42,000 empty.
Yep.
So how much does? I mean, I don't know. I'm gonna sound dumb here. How much does that? You drive a Stinger truck, correct?
Yeah.
Or is so? How much does that additional frame or chassis, whatever you want to call it, like what does that add on there? I mean, that's insane. And then like, what's y'all's legal limit to haul?
Yeah, 80,000.
I can load right around 34,000 pounds, and that's it.
So when you're talking about these vehicles getting bigger, are you running into issues when you're having to haul less car? Yeah.
Yeah. It's like
we had 8 on yesterday that weighed like 80,300.
300 pounds over, which is probably okay. They'll, how they'll give you a little. I just told him not to get no fuel till he
you just run the truck on fumes. So
it was like, eight vehicles, and it was all over 80,000. So yeah, I can.
Now, if y'all hit a scale, did they give you any slack on that? Like,
they will, as long as you just ain't real crazy.
Yeah, I mean 300 pounds over. That's
yeah. Yeah, I've been through the scale in Bowling Green, and I was 80, like 81.3 or something like that, and they let me go. But then Gravy went through Lexington the other day, and they got him. So they it just depends on what kind of mood they're in.
Tell you another scale. Oh, Joplin. You better not ever roll through Joplin. We just talked about that shit the other day. Boy, they get you 5 pounds overweight.
Yeah, that's our 4-car row back there.
4 cars on that, huh?
Yeah, one over the hood, 2 on the bed, and you put one on the wheel lift and drag it.
All right.
Oh my God! There we go. Now we're talking.
Here, how does that little top lift right there work out? Does it like just move
like
back?
A big ramp. Yeah, it just kicks back, and this kicks up, and looks like a Dukes of the Hazzard ramp.
Yeah, you got to put it up on the long bed and tilt the long bed up, and tilt the one over the hood up, and drive it up onto that one, then let it down and strap it down.
All I'm hearing is that Chris is going to let us Dukes of Hazzard off of that thing when we go to the yard. That's all I'm hearing.
That'd be great, Pedro. Let's do it.
Oh man, we do our own version of Logistics Jackass. That's what it'll be.
They are about to have a demolition derby out there at Bristol, Tennessee here in a couple of weeks. So just put it out there.
Oh wow, yeah.
If we want to launch one, we can be
we're pretty close to Knoxville with Johnny Knoxville.
We'll get him to do it.
Oh man, I'm gonna pull that one down because we're gonna get back to that. Damn it, forgot my dang question because we moved on from what I was gonna say. It was like rolling into something. I'll remember in a minute. Poof, bro, it's gone. Just
blinking.
It's gone.
So, I guess let's dig into Southern a little bit more. You talk about your early days in the car hauling industry, and it's just unreliability. So, you say you got a 48-hour turnaround time. What are some of the things y'all do that separate y'all from the other cats out here that, claim to be the best?
So we've updated our software and stuff. We do pre-inspections on every car. When we pick up, we take 6 pictures around the car at pickup, and then at delivery we mark any damages. That protects us and the customers. It also, we're able to GPS and see exactly where our trucks are, and it tells us exactly when the vehicle delivers, and we can have their invoices sent out within like a half hour after their cars are delivered. So that's been really nice, a really nice feature. We use Super Dispatch, and it pretty much tracks up everything as far as how much the driver's done in money for the month, how much the company's done, all of our invoices, our accounts receivables, along with all those inspections, of vehicles. You're hauling, say you got 10 trucks on the road and each of them's got 7 to 9 cars, it's a lot to keep up with. So that's helped us tremendously. We've just been doing that about 3 years.
And to keep them on the 24 and 48 hour term, we get too busy. I just tell them go buy more trucks. we got to have more trucks, boss. Let's go.
It's a great time to be doing that, man.
As long as they're not as pretty as Clint's, that's the one rule. He has to have the prettiest truck. That's it.
He's got some competition rolling in this new one,
dude. I was about to say this. Let me get back to it. Actually, I'm gonna pull it up. I was literally
sticking with his show truck. So
I was literally gonna say, like, dang, Hunter, look at this. He's got this other this other Pete right here, kind of on its way, dude. You got the chrome.
A lot of plastic, man.
Hey, man,
hood on it.
That's still nice, man.
That was our first semi we bought right there.
That is still a nice truck.
2016 579. I went to Memphis, Tennessee, and picked it up from Thomas Truck Center. It didn't look like that when we bought it.
So, when y'all are buying these, all right. So, talking about those Stinger, is it a Stinger kit or is the truck itself like a Stinger?
You buy the truck, head rack, trailer, all one unit.
So Peterbilt itself produces the entire thing? No.
Laurel buys the truck from Peterbilt.
Okay.
They ship the truck to Laurel. Laurel fits it with the head rack and trailer.
Have we talked about?
So you got
ahead,
3 pieces. You got.
I was going to say we talked about Laurel.
Title, then you got the head rack, and you got the trailer. So it's really invoiced out like 3 different.
Yeah, it's got 3 different titles: the truck, the head rack, and the trailer.
So if you don't mind, Chris, what are we talking about? As far as the price difference in between just buying that Pete, $389 that you got there, just to let's just say it was like that Pete 579. What are we talking about cost difference? I mean, is it quite a bit difference to get those trucks outfitted like that and get them?
Yeah, it's a lot different.
You can buy 4 or 5 of those 579s.
Well,
really?
If you bought them used.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, brand new, you're looking at probably 230 versus close to 400 right now.
Dang.
Yeah. I mean, it's almost double.
The new one we're looking at getting is 409.
Golly, that's what do you get? A 389 or a 589 or what?
Yeah, 589.
Cool. Nice, man. I was gonna say 389, but
we
they stopped making
down.
those.
We saved that down.
Yeah, it's not that price.
That was sticker.
That sticker.
Yeah.
Can't disclose what we ended up at.
Yeah.
Hey, nothing wrong with that. We're not trying to get into your pocketbooks, into your accountant here. You know what I mean? We've already called the IRS for you about that, so don't you worry.
I can shoot you a picture of it.
So, hey, I remember what I was going to ask is, we were talking about the difference in the changes in cars and stuff, and one thing that we had talked about, we'd had a segment, a series on towing, and one of the things that we dug into a lot on that was the EVs that have come along. I mean, with the folks we talked about towing, they're like, man, we had to change a lot of stuff when it comes to dealing with these EVs, valuation, obviously them having lithium ion batteries, insurance coverages, things like that. So, does that kind of look the same for you? Could you tell us about, if you deal in EVs or what your experience has been and, the differences and difficulties dealing with that in car hauling?
Yeah.
They're definitely a lot heavier, right, Clint?
Yeah, like those new electric Hummers. 3. That's all I can haul.
Wow.
What?
Holy shit.
Right at 10,000 pounds a piece, or no, they're a little
God
over.
dang.
I think they're like 10.3.
Yeah.
But they pay you
Oh
for
my
a full
God.
load when you take 3. That's the good thing.
I mean,
That's nice.
We don't haul them, but that's what we hear.
Yeah, we get a lot of like small Teslas, but
Yeah.
even those are
Yeah, they're
pretty heavy.
they're
and,
heavy.
Um,
That
Well, I mean, what about insurances or training? All the tow people we talked to about this, they had said, man, we went to special classes to learn how to deal with these things that they shut off if there's a fire, like all of this stuff like that. Like, Chris, have you put any of your guys through that for just the in case type stuff or what?
we've learned on the job training.
firsthand.
But yeah, we don't deal with a whole lot of them.
Our customer
they-
base don't buy a lot of the electric
Yeah,
stuff.
currently not. I mean, it's a real small percentage. I'd say it's less than 1% of what we haul.
Yeah.
So
Is that stuff starting to take up a large market of car hauling, or do you know that at all?
I don't notice it on
it
our
hasn't
side.
hit our side yet. I mean, we're hauling a pretty good range. I mean, we're getting a ton of stuff. It's 22 to 24 models even, and we don't seem like we have that much. It's still 1% or so. But
I'm thinking a lot of
obviously, I
that.
mean, they're coming along. I mean, it's it's more in the future.
We're talking about Teslas, though, man. You see those Tesla trucks hauling the Teslas. I ain't never. Well, you're right though. Here in the South, man, I ain't never seen a single car hauler with Teslas on it, unless it's wrecked, maybe. But
I mean, I'm a fan of the Cyber Beast. One of my good friends has one, and my father-in-law has one. So
you just
they're
called a Cyber Beast.
Yeah, the Cyber Beast truck. Yeah,
Is that like a different model of it, or is it just the Cyber truck?
It's the bigger engine, on the Cyber trucks.
They ain't got no engines in there. They got a
bigger electric motor,
more horsepower,
bigger batteries.
But yeah, they're pretty awesome.
Dang, that looks kind of cool. That's like
I've
the Ford Raptor, I reckon.
Tennessee Vols games in them, and you put in the address and it drives you there. That's pretty sweet.
Did you just say Vols games?
Yeah, Tennessee Vols.
The Southern Transport have a box out there?
We got access to one.
We just got to sneak you in the night before.
Holler at your boy, dude. I'm a big Tennessee fan, but
okay, cool. Yeah, I go to a lot of basketball games and football games.
Yeah, old Joey Aguilar is looking pretty good there. I'm glad we got rid of Nico.
He's looking good. Looks like a pretty good trade so far, huh?
I'm liking it. Got that grit. But talking about grit, so when you guys are loading and unloading these cars, it's not the easiest thing in the world. But what kind of pre-trip inspections do y'all do compared to just a normal normal driver? That's what I'm going to call them, because y'all are obviously specialized here. But are you having to, or like, what extra steps are y'all taking? Like, are you checking the vehicle itself alongside just the strapping down of them and the tire pressures and even with some of these other heavier vehicles? I mean, are there extra steps you take within that?
Just on our side, on the truck side, we just make sure pretty much regular morning inspection pre-trip, and I always look at my straps when I'm using them and everything, make sure, because if they get a little fraying in them, they can write you up, because they don't want them tore, because they said it takes away from the strength of them. So you're constantly looking at them, because you're throwing them on and off all day long. So, and just make sure all your decks and cylinders and hydraulics and no leaks. And
yeah, there's a lot more hydraulics other than
even like with rusting, I mean, with the hydraulics and whatnot, like, I mean, you got them stacks, and then over your head, that'd be the one thing I'm checking first thing in the morning.
Yeah,
the car falling on me when I'm going 70 miles an hour down the road.
Is that part of y'all's pre-trip, Clint? If you're not loaded at all, like, do you put the trailer through its functions and stuff? You know what I mean? Like every day, every few days, or a weekly thing, or what?
Nah, not no more. Like if I'm empty, getting ready to roll out, I just check my tires. Just normal pre-trip. and look to see if there's anything leaking. Because if you got a hydraulic leak, it's going to show pretty easy. And if you got something broke, it pretty much shows itself.
So you were talking about the straps and stuff here a moment ago, and is everyone has been behind the back of a car hauler, all right, with that damn car and off that thing, and you're like, "Ooh, boy, I'm seeing Final Destination previews in my head right now." So, let's talk about that securement, man. How do you guys secure them? Is it just the e-brake, the strap? Are we chaining it down? Are we temporarily welding these things to the trailer or what?
So nobody chains anything anymore. If you just go to Volkswagen plant down here in Chattanooga and load cars and you put a chain on it, they're going to turn you around until you take the cars off. They don't want no chains on their cars.
Why? Before you move on any further, why?
It damages the frames. The frames are so thin on these cars now. If you put a chain on them, it's going to rip it out.
Wow, that's actually kind of scary to hear, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I was about to say we're gonna have to get a little inquiry of what and what not to buy.
Yeah.
So
but the straps work good.
The straps are the best.
Yeah, they're a lot better.
Throw them over and cinch them down. They're not going nowhere.
Just over the top of the vehicle.
Over the tire.
Oh, over the tire. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You are not getting hired by them anytime soon, Hunter. I'm just saying.
This is our first car hauling show, man. Hey, you're talking about strapping it down.
I've seen some videos of people going down the road with big old 14-foot straps around their cars.
Come on. You can't.
But yeah, it's just it's got a hook that you hook behind the tire, and then the strap loops over and hooks on the other side. My trailer's got ratchets on it, so you just put your bar in there and ratchet it like a ratchet. So
Clint's fast. He's good. He's probably our fastest loader, which he's been at it a long time. So
I can throw 9 on in 30 to 45 minutes and be rolling.
Better be fast, Clint, for what Chris told us he pays you. I'm joking.
Well, all right. So speaking of that, here's one of this has been my biggest question about car hauling my entire life. So you drive the vehicle on.
Yep.
How do you get out? How do you roll the windows up? Like what's that process look like? You have a limited amount of space. So what does it look like when you're loading up these vehicles? Because you got to be an acrobat or something, dude. I'd fall and bust my head in 2 seconds, dude. I promise.
It gets tight in some places, but like my trailer and the other guy that works for us, we call him Gravy, Chris Coder. It's easy getting out of ours. I mean, it's easy. We don't have to squeeze between bars or anything like that. Now, on some of the 7-car trailers we got, when you're loading in the bottom, it gets tight. Can't be a big person and try to get out, or you're going to have to jump out the window.
They'll go through. I've seen them go through the back, out the back door.
Yeah, the back hatch.
Yeah.
And come out the back.
So, what about the keys? Are y'all responsible to carry and mark the keys and everything, and make sure that nobody gets in there and steals them? And
yeah, if we're running, we leave here and go to Nashville and come back, we don't pull keys out of them because we're not stopping nowhere here and there. But we run down to Florida and pick up a load of cars, and we have to stop somewhere. Most time, we'll pull the keys out, or I'll definitely pull the key out of the very back car because they can't get nothing else off if that back car can't move.
Has anybody tried to steal the front car and drive it right off the front?
I could see it happening.
Yeah,
totally good. Me too, man.
Especially down there in Florida, you got some rednecks going up with a big ramp. It's like I can make that jump.
It's been done.
Yeah. Well, I Pedro put this question in the private chat, but I'm just gonna roll into it. But y'all see any kind of big time fraud or theft in y'all's sector of the industry?
And how are y'all dealing with that? As yourselves, have you seen it? How are y'all making sure you're not victims of that? And I bring that up because there was something that went viral not too long ago. A guy in Georgia bought a Bentley, I can't remember, an SUV from California on a car hauler, found the guy on Central Dispatch. I know you guys know what Central Dispatch is. Found him on Central Dispatch, and the car never made it. They searched for the car, The car ended up being found because it was featured in a Mexican hip hop video. And the guy knew it was the car because if you know anything about Rolls Royce, most Rolls Royce are one-off cars. They're always customized something, and this was one of them. It's a one-off color, one-off interior, everything. And but the guy, when he booked the car hauler, Central Dispatch said, "Nah, man, this guy's good. Like, blah 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 blah." And they stole a $500,000 Rolls Royce SUV. And I didn't really know that was such a big issue in y'all's industry, but I've since found out that thievery, theft, fraud, like the car hauling industry is like seems to be prime for that,
Yeah, fortunately, we have our pretty much base customers that we deal with that we've vetted out and we've been with for quite a while. We pick up new customers here and there, but I mean, we don't do a lot of just booking off of Central Dispatch and stuff. But I do know that goes on, and we actually we were at a dealer's place when he had a Range Rover stolen like that. Some driver
before we got
yeah,
there.
some driver had come in and picked it up, and then the real company called and were like, wanting to pick up this Range Rover. So he was like freaking out because he had a $120,000 car that he didn't know who had hauled. I don't know how that story ended up playing out exactly.
I don't mean to throw the wedge car guys under the bus on that, but I guarantee you that Rolls Royce was on a wedge.
Probably. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Possibly. I don't know if it said within the article or not. But
numerous car hauler pages on Facebook, and it's all the time.
But fortunately, we've not run into that. But I do hear the horror stories, kind of like what you're talking about.
Well, okay. So happy that you guys aren't dealing with that. But what about maybe any advice, guys, for folks out there shipping their cars, man, on how they can, choose the right person? I know, of course, you're going to say come to Southern Transport, but I mean, just what's some advice you would give people out there if they're thinking about shipping their vehicle, to try to make sure that they're doing business with the reputable company?
Yeah, so they've got like reviews on them, even on Central. You have to have X amount of reviews before you're like a recommended carrier.
Well, it took us.
And then it took us.
You had to
get a lot of reviews saying, "Hey, he's solid," before a lot of the companies will even use you. So I know when we first started and we were booking on there and stuff,
it seemed like it took us 2 years to get to where we could book solid with them.
But I mean, I would talk to them too, more than just clicking the button and accepting a load. I'd want to put a phone number with a phone call on there and fill them out yourself. Sometimes if it's too good to be true, it's probably not true.
So hey, saying that, here's a follow-up question to that, because that's a saying on our side of the industry when it comes to more traditional freight. If it's too good to be true, it probably is. Everyone knows that. But with us, it comes down to, most people say it about like the rate per mile paid to a driver. Like if you look up a load, usually pays $1,500, and someone's saying, "Man, I'm gonna give you $2,800 to run this same lane." Like that should be a really big red flag. So what would that look like, on your guys' end? I don't know how much it costs to ship a car per mile. You know what I mean? But what would be like a too good to be true thing? Would it be the price per mile? Would it be, man, I get this from California to New York in 15 hours? What would that look like with you guys?
Yeah, I mean, at times stuff will pay a lot of money, and obviously on the shorter runs, it pays a lot more per mile. But yeah, I mean, there again, that's why I like dealing with the same people, because I know what to expect, and know that we're going to get paid.
Well, what's the average per mile it is to ship a car, Chris? If you were
$1 a mile.
About what?
Around $1 a mile per car.
Oh, that's not bad. That's not bad at all, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I mean, obviously, I guess it goes up higher. You start talking about like valuation, like that $120,000 Range Rover and stuff like that.
And in ops and size of vehicles, so like 2500s and larger, they're going to be a lot higher than that. But your kind of average is around $1 a mile per unit.
Yeah, gotcha. Understood. Now, what about like insurances, man? What are you guys rolling with standard insurance like everyone else is, $1 million blase, or do you guys carry more, and do you have to have extra type of insurances because of the niche that you're in?
So we also have cargo insurance. It's like 350,000 on the trucks, and then we have the million plus an extra million in liability. So we do 2 million on liability.
Nice.
Yeah.
Feel free not to answer this. This is just me being nosy and interested. What's like the typical valuation of, a loaded trailer, something like the size of your truck, Clint, industry wide, we talking 100, 200K or less than that, as far as like the car value, loaded up with cars.
Yeah. Well, if he had, say he had eight $40,000 cars on, you're at 320 right there. So, you can get there pretty quick. With new cars. We haul a lot of newer Volkswagens and stuff, and there's 30 to 50,000 pretty standard, and we'll have 8 of them on there. So, you're all over that $300,000 mark pretty quick. We had a $100,000 car on yesterday though, and then a month ago we had that
Porsche.
Yeah, we had a $150,000 Porsche on. So
I
would just assume Porsche. Not have those. Just saying.
First one I've seen, it was a tough little vehicle. It was all electric Porsche.
Oh, you drive that shit in a lake.
Yeah,
Drive that in a lake. That's not a Porsche. That is not a Porsche.
Hey, Clint, did they ever let you? Have you ever asked to take a little test lap?
Yeah.
Sir, when I gave you this car, it was.
Guys, we're set up at an old airport with 30 acres here and a 0.6 mile runway. So we've got a test track.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, dude, we are so fucking. Hunter, you have got to go. You have got to go to their location like tomorrow, bro.
Our office is in an old airport hangar right here. So, yeah, and we've got the private runway. So yeah,
what I'm hearing,
about 3 hours from me. So yeah, I'll make that trip.
What I'm hearing is 2026 is going to be the annual Southern Transport Drag Show. Dang, dude. He just threw that out. I own an airport.
That's y'all's property?
It's my father-in-law's property, but yes,
Dude,
it's our property.
Y'all for
we
sure.
We got a couple more
think about having a truck show out there and do some dragging. Like
we talked about it.
Actually,
hey, I went to this show, the Top Gun Large Car Shootout in Rantoul. This was their last year, and it was on a decommissioned Air Force base that my father was born at. Come to find out, but they had a Jake brake competition. Like they run trucks out there. Something to think about. And you could make it a car show, truck car show. Be pretty daggum cool. Just don't let your customers know. Half the cars would be.
No 48-hour turn on these guys. We're gonna keep them an extra weekend.
Just the one example. Yeah, no, hey, that'd be the customer appreciation weekend. Come out and view your vehicles where they get picked up and delivered.
That's it.
Dude, that could totally be an add-on to your service. You want to buy a brand new Porsche? Come test it out at our test track for an extra $550.
Oh,
there you go, bro. Add-on value.
You're talking about repoing vehicles. If you're running down to Florida, I know you're getting some Hellcats and some other exotic vehicles. So hey, come on.
You come on the lounge, man. We give business ideas here, baby. You know what I mean? We'll send Clint the invoice after the show for that.
This is all hypothetical for insurance purposes.
Yeah, allegedly.
It would be
allegedly.
Oh, man.
Oh, this is good stuff. Oh, dude, this is gonna be fun. I had one more thing I was going to talk about before we start talking about the truck. Matter of fact, I need to upload this picture that Clint just sent me. Damn it, if I can remember these questions. Y'all got me. I knew this was going to happen with Clint. Like every time we have someone that we're friends with before they're a guest come on the show, we get so lost in just conversation, we forget questions.
Pedro, did you pull this comment up before?
Yes, Adam, yes, I did.
Do you know Adam, Chris?
Oh, yeah, Adam, he polishes our truck's wheels and stuff. Yeah.
Right on, man.
Great guy. He gets us ready for the truck show.
No, it'd be
Hell yeah. Adam, thanks for tuning in, brother.
Yeah.
Gotta let us know if you're gonna be in Atlanta so we can do a little talk with you. Cause hey, them polishing boys, that
Yeah.
golly.
I think he is going to Atlanta. Adam going to
yeah.
Atlanta. Yeah.
You good?
Gotta see the magic behind the beauty.
I'm gonna pull up this. This is the new truck that they're getting right here. That looks like a pretty small sleeper on there, or is it just the view, Chris?
It's pretty. They're not real big.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're like a coffin sleeper. They're not real big at all.
It's
No
basically
shit.
like yours though.
Yeah, it's just like mine. It's about the same size as mine.
Oh, okay. I mean, I guess it makes sense. You know, you got to have that extra room. You know, put cars up there on the back and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. All right,
That's
and
where
going.
that's where the day cabs they can hold a little bit more. I mean, that's the advantage of having a day cab. You could get a little more car up there on right behind the sleeper or right behind the cab.
Yeah,
So
but then you ain't got no room for nothing. You have to throw everything in the passenger seat.
yeah.
We done had one of those.
I couldn't imagine doing a day cab sleeper and having to do over the road, man, for like anything period ever at all. Like that would so fucking suck. You know what I mean? Could you just imagine trying to fit even a week's worth of stuff in a day cab? You know what I mean? Like it'd be a nightmare.
Yeah. Definitely.
They do it though.
Then
If you
this
stay in them
one,
roach motels. Oh,
that's true because they're like the only ones that let you park there is those crappy roach mode. You're so right, bro. God, you were so fucking right. Oh man, it's funny. All the hotels in our area that offer truck parking are they're not American owned. We'll just say that. We'll just say that.
$69 an hour. Great deal.
Oh, but they're smart, bro. They make a killing, man. Because you know most of these motels, man, they ain't got no one staying there, you know, during the weeks and stuff like that. So they're pretty smart for using it. One guy, like there was a hotel across the way, and years and years ago they leveled it, and it was a dirt lot, and there was nothing there forever. And the guy bought it, turned it into truck parking for his hotel. I'm like, damn, smart guy there.
Yeah.
This is my favorite video of Clint's truck. I don't know if the stuff is going to play, the sound's going to play. We posted this a few days ago, but last week, we're talking about Atlanta. So this is a great time to plug Star Stripes and White Lines coming up in Atlanta, November 7th and 8th. It is at the Echo Park Speedway, I think is what they say they call it now. It'll forever be the Atlanta Motor Speedway. We all know that. You can't change names. Americans have already proved that. Does not work. But last year, Clint was there at the inaugural show, and part of the greatness that is Star Stripes and White Lines is on, I think it's Saturday night, which is the last night of the show. After everyone leaves, they allow the competitors in the truck show, if you meet X criteria, which Clint, maybe you can tell us what criteria you had to meet to do this, because Ingrid said some shit about a harness or something that she's got to get in her truck. But this is Clint going around the Atlanta Motor Speedway last year in his car hauler, fully loaded with Bugattis.
I don't see the Bugattis.
That is such a good video, bro.
Yeah, we're gonna get a better one this year.
Yeah.
I promise you that much.
No doubt.
And what is that? Another one of y'all's trucks?
Yes.
Dude,
Really?
you got to get photos of that truck too. Look at that, Hunter. It's Hunter Green. Look. No, I'm joking. It matches your hat, Hunter. It matches your hat.
It's a faster truck.
I know. Clint was slowing his ass down, right? You see it right Clint was
How did that
slowing him
feel, though,
down.
Clint? Ripping it down Atlanta Motor Speedway. That's a big track. Well, I think it's
It
mile
was
and a half,
fun.
2 mile track.
It was fun.
How fast did you get up to?
No, we won't disclose that.
Oh
I
man,
know,
we
that's
got to
legal,
disclose
man.
it. The people want to know. The
That's
people
legal.
want
Hey,
to know.
I heard a gentleman last year got up to 118 miles an
7.
hour.
I think it was 107 was the top speed.
Oh, man, I think 137 if I heard it right.
Maybe.
At 65, you couldn't stay on the bank. So,
Really?
yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Damn.
I mean, hitting in those banks, you got to hit it pretty
I was
hard.
80 plus.
That's still pretty fun though, bro. Being able to just floor it like that and not have to worry about no one being in your way. Like it's got to be at least slightly exhilarating.
Yeah, I was having to kind of hold my head out the window because the head rack sits down so low I couldn't see who was in front of me and how close I was getting to them.
Oh, dude, it didn't even look
Yeah,
like there was anyone in front of you.
Yeah, how much view space do you got? Because you got a little a bill right there. Whatever. I'm saying the name wrong, but
There's not much.
about 6-8 inches.
Yeah, I think I got a picture I can send you from inside the cab.
And this is Clint's truck right here at Large Cars and Guitars.
You have to sit in the floorboard.
When Clint straight called me out to be a liar because I was like, man, he's like, you should have came to him. I was like, dude, I didn't see you, man. There was nobody there. And Clint's like, we were in the pop-up tent. Look, man. We were in the pop-up tent in the back. There was no pop-up tent, Clint. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I don't see any pop up.
I don't either. Fucking it's camouflage, bro.
That's the second time that's happened to you and me. On one of my favorite trucks up at Iowa 80, I freaking took a video of this truck, and the guy was like, "Yeah, man, I was there." I was like, "Where?" He was like, "I was sleeping underneath my tanker."
Yours is better though, Hunter.
Passed out in his lawn chair.
Chris, he is not joking. When you go and watch the video, you can see the guy sleeping underneath his trailer.
Wow, that's nuts.
It
I
was
can
so
vouch
good.
for him. He was there.
Yeah, I'm right
I
back
know
here.
it was so weird, man. Like we're talking about that after I had met or whatever and stuff, and he was like, "No, man, I promise we were there." I was like, "Dude, no, you weren't. I'm gonna go watch this video and send it to you and prove you wrong." And Clint's like, "You never sent the video. Shut up, Clint."
I was at the stage with Montgomery Gentry.
Oh, dude, we missed that. We missed him. I got picture or video of his bus rolling out. That guy was there and fucking gone in less than 2 hours, man. Like he didn't stay and talk or nothing. That dude came, sang, and left.
Hold on, Pedro. I'm gonna pull up this video real quick.
Okay, I'm gonna pull mine down. Go ahead. That shit is funny, bro.
Yeah, so you can just walking right here, having a good time, and then boom, find the man.
Oh my gosh,
Just absolutely zonked out, arms swinging and everything.
You found the shade, huh?
Dude, well, I mean, that's the one thing going to all these truck shows this year. And I mean, we went to a bunch last year, but, this year we've started leaning more heavily into the, trucker side of life. And it's just like, especially this summer with all the rain and storms, and then, you're polishing first day or night before and getting prepared. And then it rains and then you're doing it again. And then it rains again. So you're doing it again for all the judging. And it's like, dude, I can't even imagine. I get wore out just walking 7 miles around, and these cats are out here just busting balls, man, getting that equity in. That sweat equity is real. So, dude, I'd be passed out too. I don't blame you.
What?
We went to Atlanta last year. I don't know what we drove through, but it put some kind of film on there, and Adam like to never got it off the line.
Oh, it sounds like some of that pollen.
It was terrible.
Yeah, that Georgia pollen ain't nothing to play with, man. You have a freaking black vehicle, it'll be yellow the next day.
You are going this year, right, Clint?
To Atlanta?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Fucking A, cool, bro. Everybody, man, that's what's up.
You
dude.
guys
That's
will
gonna
be there, right?
Yeah, we're doing media there.
Awesome.
Yeah, we'll be on the racetrack.
Yeah, I went up semi-casual, and I was told by Evan I have to be there Thursday morning instead of Friday morning. So
Yeah.
don't know what all that's about.
It's they're doing. I don't know. I had seen the show schedule. Like we get the breakdown of like what everyone else gets because we get media, so we get to be there early. So I don't know. I think it's something like the prep and polishing the trucks, washing the trucks, setting everyone up. Like they're trying to have everything done. So Friday, like nothing. All they got to do is open the fucking gates and let people in. So right. I guess they learned, they obviously learned a lot from last year being the first one that they did, just like last year, the track thing was, kind of a free for all. This year it is not that way. Like you've got to have media, you got to have a media pass or something else to be able to be on the track or near the track this year.
Well, Clint, you might know, didn't some feller get hit last year or he got hurt? No?
Not that I heard, no.
That's what I was told. Someone got injured when they were out there on the track, and now everybody's got it. I think we have to sign waivers, Pedro.
Yeah.
Oh,
And if that's
cool.
the case, I'm gonna be at the top of the bank, dude. I'm gonna get the exclusive shots. I'll bring
That's
a
fine.
freaking carabiner and some rope.
We'll sign a waiver, and then when Clint hits us, we'll be like, look, dude, we'll settle out of court right now for a fully loaded trailer of cars. All right, 340.
There you go.
No worries. We already got this figured out, man. All
We've
right,
not
so
hauled any Bugattis, that's for sure.
mess around. It's like the 5/16 scale Bugatti. Like son of a bitch.
I'm gonna bring an RT car.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
It's the EV Bugatti. He's like, I know Pedro ain't gonna want this. So, hey, all right. So talking about this truck, and well, I guess we can talk about the green truck. I ain't got no photos of that, but I can't wait to get some footage of that one. But let's. I want to talk about what made you decide to, deck this one out. You've obviously got plenty of other trucks. You got that 579 you built that already kind of has a look to it. So why this one? What is the purpose of tricking this thing out, doing all these changes to it, putting it in shows? And did Clint force you to do that? Just blink twice? No.
Oh, it's all Clint on decking the truck out, but that's his thing. He loves it. I love it too. I mean, I like watching him do it, but I give him the green light on stuff, but it's all his ideas and he makes it happen. But he decked out that first blue 579, the 16, and we had it in a few shows and stuff, and then got this one, and he's just all the time doing something new to it. So look, you got a dash kit. We got a new floor ordered for it right now. Yeah, so he's getting ready for Atlanta as we speak.
Got lightning jack done me some mats. I got a full chrome kit for the interior.
New wheel at the last show.
Yeah, new steering wheel at large cars.
So yeah, he's constantly adding on to it.
That's the picture my
You
boy
did some
done
new
right
lights.
there.
Hey, I gotta ask, man, how many lights do you have on the exterior?
100 and what we got, son? 150 duals.
A lot.
About 150 duals.
So I purposely pulled this up. This is my favorite footage or picture of your truck. Hunter and I've got a lot of photos of your truck, but I really like this. Your boy did a really good job, and I'll tell you, man, it's all that view and these light beams off those blue lights. Like he caught it just right. And I actually cropped this photo. There's a little more to it. You can see more of the sunset and stuff, but I had to crop this to fit it. So this is a beautiful truck, and this was taken like the night before large cars, wasn't it, Clint?
Yeah. This is the one that done the picture right here.
Man, good job, buddy. Really good job, man. Seriously. What role does he play? Is he the floor sweeper there?
Nah, he does just as much to it as I do.
Dude, you should make him go out there and sweep the runway. when he does something messed up, that's what you do, man. Make him go sweep the runway.
He works in the shop every Saturday with Clint. So.
Yeah. How old's your boy, Clint?
15.
Oh, nice, man. That's what's up, dude. Hell yeah.
He comes up, helps me after school sometimes if I'm at the shop, and then every Saturday he's up here helping me.
Man, that's what's
I'll
up. What's the
cars during the week and work on them on the weekends.
Dude, that's incredible, man. That's incredible. And so Patriot, well, actually, before I do it, what's he going to do, man? Is he trying to get into driving like you with the car stuff? He's going to be a diesel mechanic. I mean, are you guys going to get into air cargo since you got a damn runway? I mean,
yeah, I think Hunter will be a future trucker, won't you, Hunter?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's his plan. He's come work with us as soon as he gets opened up. But he works.
His name's Hunter.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's a good name, huh?
Yeah. He'll be president.
Hunter said, he said, you're right, I'm gonna be a driver. They're buying my truck for me right now. You just showed pictures of it a minute ago.
That's right.
Is this so y'all gonna try to I mean, you got that green truck, man. So is this something you're going to try to maybe do, Chris? You know, put a little bit of flavor into your rigs, man. You got to try to help set yourself apart from the other folks. Nothing, you know, extraordinary and outrageous as Clint here. I mean, you know, this guy over the top. No, but,
Yeah.
I'll send you a picture of the green
No,
truck.
you know, I want them all to be like the same color scheme and stuff. Obviously, not all of them decked out as much show trucks as like Clint's, but yeah, we come into that one in a little different situation. We started like contracting out the driver and ended up buying his truck, and he come on board with us, and he's an awesome guy. He's in Alaska right now on a cruise, but Chris Coder, and he bought that Western Star with a lure setup, and he can run it. He's been hauling cars, 20 years, Clint?
that's what that green one is, Chris. A Western Star.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm sending you pictures
Yeah, it's
of
a
it now.
Western Star with a lure trailer. It's a 2022 model.
man,
But
I
it's
love
a sweet truck.
Western Stars are the Cadillacs of freaking semis, bro. Like they are the Cadillacs of semi trucks, man. And telling you, not just anyone buys a Western Star. You gotta have some change in the pocket, to even buy a used one, because them things ain't cheap to fucking repair either.
Yeah, there's an Allied truck and trailer sitting right next to my apartment right now, dude. One of them car haulers. It shit looks slick, man.
Yeah,
Good vehicle.
it is a nice truck. It's a
But I
nice.
like what y'all got with this though. Like it's Clint, you should put some flames on the front so it'll add a couple horsepower to your truck when you're going around the track.
There's still time for Atlanta, right?
That's right.
Dude, this is just a nice truck. I mean, Clint's really, y'all doing a really good job to it, man.
What's
I'll
that?
tell you,
It's that simple, clean look.
yeah, I was just about to say that.
That white and the blue, and then
Dude.
America. I mean, come on.
Oh wait,
now.
hey, I think that's him right there. Is that that's his truck right there, huh?
I'm trying to send you pictures of it. But
Yeah, that's
it's
it next
saying
door.
failed it won't let me send them.
That
Holy crap.
was up in Sevierville at Tony.
No, this was. Oh, was it? No, I think this was Large Cars Guitars.
Oh, yeah, that
This was
was.
Large Cars Guitars.
That's right. That's right. He did go to Atlanta, but he didn't.
That's the last one he went.
He didn't go to Bristol this year, but he'd been to up Sevierville and Atlanta last year.
Nice, dude. Nice. Yeah, that's cool right
What's
there.
that hood ornament right there? Is that a stallion?
It's a
is that
duck. That's
Oh,
the
I-
duck,
that's a
man.
duck. It looks like, yeah, I like the duck. What was the decision making behind the duck there, Clint?
I had enough 3 points on Granny's to get it. and my last name's Howard, so you know Howard the Duck. I don't know if y'all are old enough to remember that.
Oh, I'm old enough to remember that one.
I don't think I am. Here, let me look up Howard the Duck.
Oh God, you'll never be the same, bro. Never be the same.
Oh, this one of them weird '80s movies. All right, I'm gonna stay out of that one.
You know what's fun? You want to know what's funny about that movie is, and I'm pretty sure I'm right on this. That was, if I'm not mistaken, George Lucas. Wasn't it George Lucas that was behind that? The Howard the Duck?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, that was George Lucas's like one failed movie right there. Was that? It may not. If one George Lucas, it was someone else big like him. But
Willard Hayek.
yeah,
Hook. I don't know how to pronounce his name.
I'm about to
But
pull
it
up
did
these.
get a 13% on Rotten Tomatoes, so
Dude, I'll tell you. Here's what I do with Rotten Tomatoes. The worse score they give it, the more I want to watch it, because I don't know who rates those fucking movies, but they're an idiot. I've watched so many movies that has like bad Rotten Tomatoes things reviews, and I'm like, what are you talking about? This movie's amazing.
well, here's Howard the Duck for anybody wondering.
Yeah, there we go.
I'm a fan of it.
It really was a funny movie. It really was. It is not a child's movie at all. Let's just say that.
It's rated PG, which is crazy.
Oh, but it is so not. It is so not. I'm gonna show these pictures, and then I want to get on our secondary topic here. Hold on, I just gotta find all these stuff. Hunter, find something to talk about for a minute.
So, what's in the future for Southern Transport LLC?
Adding trucks and keep on growing.
So y'all staying Pete through and through?
No, Peterbilt,
well,
Kenworth.
Kenworth, yeah. Yeah,
So go on.
we're gonna probably phase out the silver
Freightliners.
Freightliner that we've got.
Yeah, there you go.
But-
They finally come through to you.
Yeah.
That's a nice truck, dude. I like that, bro.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
a nice truck. It's unique for sure.
There's just
What's
something
the name of
about
that
Western
one?
Stars.
That's like
Uh,
1960 something Ford 66. I think it's 1966 Ford teal or turquoise or whatever you want to call that.
Dude, now that you say that, that so looks like an Edsel color.
Actually,
A
it's
what?
Pull mine.
Edsel. If you're only real car guys know what Edsels are. Edsel was Ford's son, and he wanted to open up his own car manufacturing business, and so he did. He opened up Edsel. It was a massive failure, but me personally, I think Edsels were absolutely beautiful cars. They were freaking beautiful, and a lot of them were painted, or this weird color green was a
Was that
color
like a
that.
seafoam green?
Yeah, I mean, I guess kind of, sort of. It's a beautiful. It's more like a turquoise.
Yeah, no, it looks good. I like that. Like
Caribbean turquoise is the color of that.
Caribbean turquoise. Yeah, that's cool right there. He
Yeah,
says
I know.
86.
I put all that underglow on it.
It's a nice
Dang,
truck, bro.
You should have. Did you watch that show that we had with Josh from Real Truck Real Works? Oh, dude, he's a big light guy, and we talked a lot with him about the evolution of the lighting compared from then to now.
Yeah.
It's cool stuff.
All right, so final topic here. Something that we've talked a lot about on this show, and it's really getting a lot of traction in the trucking side of logistics right now. But we're trying to get everyone involved in it because let's just be honest, logistics is a sedentary job, and a lot of us have sorry, got on what's going on in my throat. A lot of us have health issues. I'm on my own health journey. I've lost quite a bit of weight myself, was very close to not being able to reach my 50th birthday. But the reason I bring this up is because Clint here, every time Clint has been on the show, if you watched before, Clint is usually in his truck, sitting in his truck, waiting to be loaded, or he's unloaded, or whatever it is, he's usually in the truck. And for the first time, he is not. And there is a reason why Clint is not in the truck. And instead of me telling the story, I want Clint to tell it. And Clint, if you don't mind, man, make sure you mention your age, because to me, honestly, that is part of the thing that threw me off the fucking most about this. But you know, Clint, if you're willing to share what you're going through right now, what you're literally going through right now, man, we'd appreciate that.
So last Tuesday, I guess, is when I thought I'd pulled a bus with Mark. So I went Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, went home Friday from work about 9 o'clock. I couldn't take no more. So my wife called me into going to the ER. They done EKGs on me. I was fine. They started doing the blood work. 95 to 99% blockage on the Widowmaker. I was a walking time bomb, could have died at any time. And I've smoked since I was 14 years old. 2 packs a day. Haven't touched one since 10:30 Friday morning. And my cholesterol's not high. My blood pressure wasn't high. It was all from smoking.
They had to give you a stent. Got
Yeah.
you cleared up now.
Yeah, they went through my wrist and took the clot out and put a stent in. 0 to minimal damage to my heart, luckily.
And I don't think you mentioned. If you did, I missed it. How old are you, Clint?
48.
Yeah. And how old do you feel now, though? You were telling me this the other day. How would you feel now?
30.
Yeah. It's crazy though, right, man?
He
Like,
acts like he feels better than he's felt in a long time. So.
I've been piddling in the shop. We bought a trailer and I'm trying to do a remodel on it. And I actually get out there and overdo myself sometimes and get my arm hurting where they done the surgery or went through my arm. But I feel a lot better. And it from the not smoking, and plus, I mean, that's just so
The
much
blood
blood
flowing,
flow,
huh?
and
Yeah.
the clarity, I guess, how you say it, clarity in my mind and stuff, and thinking is so much better.
Man, that's I mean, it's amazing that that you're still here, man. I mean,
Yeah.
you know, I mean, you just said it, and you know, no, I say this jokingly, but it is also serious. Like, dude, you're a typical fucking guy. You know what I mean? That's what we do. Like, oh man, I got a little bit of pain, it doesn't matter. Like, you know, I got shit to do. I got things to do. I got a job to take care of. I got a wife to be, you know, all these things. You know, and we do that to ourselves, man. Like, men in general, we just do not pay attention to when our body is trying to tell us something. And you know, I think, you know, the trucking industry is a really prime example of that, because you are really just go 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 all the time. There isn't really time to stop and take care of yourself out there on the road. You're not fitting 75 feet of truck into an urgent care center. It just ain't happening. Hell, you ain't fitting it into most hospitals. You know, most drivers, you know, their focus is getting stuff done. And like you, Clint, that's where, like, man, hey, we've got cars to pick up, we got cars to deliver, I've got a trailer to take care of, I've got drivers to deal with, like, da 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 da. You know, whatever's going off my arm, I'll figure it out later, or it'll fall off. You know what I mean? Like, that's just the way we are.
I was throwing icy hot patches on it because I thought I'd pulled a muscle.
That's no, I mean, and you know, ironically, like with what you do though, brother, like it makes sense, man. You know, you climbing up and down on a trailer and ratcheting and stuff, and you know, I mean, car hauling is a more physical side of being a driver. So like I would probably been the same thing. Like, man, what the hell's going on? Like, you know, I pulled a muscle. Oh, I'll just go to the chiropractor next week or something, see if they can fix it and put me back into place or whatnot. But the reason that I wanted to bring this up, obviously, was you know, because of the industry and the health stuff, but also, Clint, I mean, like, you know, we were talking about this backstage. People think about the typical truck driver as this 400-pound overweight guy that's just shoving burgers and chicken tenders in their face every day. And I mean, y'all can just see the little bit you see here of Clint. Like, he's not a fat dude. He's not overweight. Clint's home most nights of the week. He's eating fairly good most nights of the week. You know, his thing came from, like he said, smoking. And I was a smoker, and I will tell you what, I told Hunter this earlier. I went from half a pack a day before the Army to about a pack a day in the Army. By the time I stopped driving a truck, I was 2 packs a day. And it's just that, honestly, it's that freaking boredom thing, bro. Like, you're just sitting there all day, you know what I mean? And it sounds stupid, but cigarettes and coffee waste miles. I don't know what it is, but that's another reason why drivers drink coffee. Like, you know, you drink that cup, and by the time you're finished, oh man, you're 200 miles down the road. You know what I mean? And all you've been doing is enjoying your cup of coffee. Same thing with a smoke, man. A smoked cigarette, well, damn, I done 10 miles while I smoked this cigarette and ain't even been thinking about it. You know, and so just wanted to highlight that it is not always the food. You don't have to be 500 pounds, you know, and have gout and all of these other issues. You know, Clint last week thought he was a perfectly healthy guy until, you know, come the end of the week, you know, the universe said, don't think so, buddy boy.
Looked healthy when I saw you.
Yeah, real lucky.
But, you know, I also want to applaud you, Clint, for, you know, taking the steps for it not to happen again. You know, dude, I started smoking when I was 11. Peer pressure is a son of a gun. I'm sure that's why you started smoking too, brother, at 14. Peer pressure is a son of a gun. I mean, I think I quit, I don't know, about 8-9 years ago. So, you know, I smoked for almost 30 years myself. And dude, it was not easy to quit smoking at all. My wife is quitting smoking right now, so I'm watching her go through it at a later stage in life. But, you know, congrats to you, man, and applause and everything for you quitting that stuff, man. And I'm sure there's other things that your cardiologist and your medical team has said, hey, man, we need to make these changes, you know, here and there. And, you know, you told me about the things that you're doing. And honestly, I would probably be willing to bet that even just you getting that stint, feeling younger, man, you being able to get up, move around is going to make you healthier too, man, because you're going to start being a lot more physical and doing things that you probably had stopped doing 10 years ago when you started really feeling your age.
Yeah.
And, you know, Chris, what was, you know, what was that like for you, man, like as a company owner? Like, is that maybe going to help you try to implement some changes? One would say changes. I mean, that kind of sounds bad, like you were doing some wrong, but are you going to maybe try to implement some things within your drivers, man, to try to help them get on a better path so, they don't end up in situations like Clint's and stuff?
Yeah, we actually just added a direct primary care
Love it.
uh,
Love it.
membership. So it's like unlimited visits and everything. It's like $70 per employee, 208 for the family. You can go to one of 3 clinics in our neighboring counties and set an appointment. You get free prescriptions. And Clint, ironically, just went in for his blood work the day before. For his first appointment there the day before. And but you did text with Heather, and she's like, "You need to go to the ER."
Yeah, she was pretty much begging me, "Hey, go on to the ER," and I'm like,
Like
nah,
that Friday when he told her, that his arm was hurting and what his symptoms were, and he went home and his wife convinced him, "Yeah, you need to go get checked out." And it's a good thing he did. But we've done that, and I mean, the car hauling business is very physical. These guys are in good shape.
Anywhere from 6 to 12 miles a day walking.
Yeah,
I've got the app on my phone. Yeah.
Well, it depends on what you're doing, I guess, but
I average about 6 a day.
Yeah. So they do a lot of steps. We've got car pullers and stuff that pull cars for us, but you still do a lot of steps in the business. So it's physical, and loading those trailers. You guys have seen them. I mean,
it's mainly just walking around the truck is where you get your.
You got to be in shape. So.
Oh, I believe it. We have a friend that he does a lot of like private lease stuff. So massive companies lease vehicles. He picks them up. They blah 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 blah. And then he also deals with the auctions. And that guy tells me, man, he's like, dude. He's like, they don't let you like drive your truck in there and go look for this fucking car. Like you have to go find the car first on foot. And he sent me pictures like or like map pings. He's like, look at the fucking size of this place, man. He's like, I gotta walk this whole thing. He's like, they tell you where they think it's at. He's like, but it ain't never there. So I believe that 100% because I have seen the size of some of those things, man. It's nuts.
Oh, man, yeah. I mean, they sell 1,000 to 1,500 cars on a day. So there's a lot of cars in their inventory. Some of them have 4,000 cars sitting on the lot, So there's a lot to go through.
Luckily now, most of them's got trackers in the cars now, and you can scan a little thing on your gate pass, and it'll show you where the car's sitting at. But it could be right there by where you take it out, or it could be 2.5 miles in the back.
That's woo-wee. I know it. It don't. Hey, rain, sun, shine, sleet, snow. It don't matter. You got to go walk and find it. That's fun, man.
Yeah, we're proud of Clint for kicking the cigarettes. That's big. That's good for him. He's doing a great job with that.
It is. Hey, I agree, man. I'll tell you. Even though I vape now, like I've always said, the best decision I ever made for my health was quit smoking, man. I was a menthol smoker on top of that. So, man, like I quit like 2016, 15. It's been about 10 years, man. By the time I quit, like I was, all the time coughing, smoker's cough, hacking up big things of phlegm. Like, I mean, it was always winded. I mean, dude, you couldn't walk down steps without, you know what I mean? So like, it was bad, man. It was bad. I always say like, it's like the best thing I ever did for my health. And I'm glad that my wife is doing it too, because relative, she's a healthy individual. She eats wonderfully. She's fit, like all these things. The only bad, she doesn't drink, nothing. Only bad thing she has is smoking. And, I said, babe, I was like, it's going to be really bad that, all these things that you've done to take care of your body. And I'm telling you right now, the thing that's going to fucking take you out is that cancer stick that you're smoking on right now. You can either live to be 100 or you can start counting down the days right now to what's going to happen, So yeah, I'm with you, dude. I'm glad you're quitting too, Clint, and see about the money you're going to save. You can now spend on beer, bro.
$124 a week.
Yeah, let's talk about the important things here. It's like, yeah, talk about health. You talk about let's turn into an alcoholic now, Clint.
I'm not a big beer drinker. I like it gin and juice, though.
Oh, whoa, there we go, man. Like I said, he told me his favorite music was gangster rap. Boom, boom, there we go. This is good. All right, guys, we're creeping up on the 2-hour mark here. We know you gentlemen have got some stuff that you need to do with your Friday. Chris, thank you for joining us. Clint said that you may pop on and pop off, but man, I'm really glad you got to stick with us for the whole time. Dude, it was a pleasure meeting you. Can't wait to officially meet you in November when we see you out there at Star Stripes and White Lines.
Yeah, I'll be there.
But before we start to end off, we get into our final comments here. Do either one of you have any exiting comments, questions, concerns, updates? Maybe give yourself, Southern Transport, some plugs. Tell everyone where they can find you at, how they can do business with you.
I mean, I just want to. It's been a pleasure meeting you guys. I look forward to seeing you in Atlanta. And yeah, thanks for having me on the show. And appreciate you guys having us on. So
Yeah.
happy
Been a
Friday.
blast.
Enjoy the weekend, man.
Where can we find Southern Transport? How can we do business with you? We see the phone number there, but behind you, 423-580-0786. But what about a website? What about social media?
That's the best way to find me, right there through my phone number. Just saying.
I like that right there.
We don't have a website, so that's in the works, but don't have one currently. So
Come holler at us. We got a guy.
with business. I will say that. So
That's good, man. That's good. You should, should definitely hook yourself up though, man, on some social media. Clint takes some amazing photos. So is your other guy, man. I'm telling you, all you got to do is just dump photos of your trucks and your guys loading cars, and your social media is going to be fine. I promise you.
yes.
That's all anyone's going to care about. and of Hunter sweeping the runway. That too.
Sweeper boy.
Dude, that is such like some shit they would make you do in the army. Like I'm for real, bro. Like in the army you get in trouble, they tell you to go outside and insert white rocks from between color and size. Like going and sweeping a runway would be perfect punishment for someone.
Yes, that would be.
That would be good, man. Clint, what about you, brother? You got anything you want to say, man?
No, come see us at Star Stripes and White Lines. It's gonna be fun.
Yeah, I can't wait for that. We've never been to that one, obviously. So I'm interested to see that. It looks like a pretty intimate show. All the pictures I've seen, like it's not crazy massive like a lot of these other ones are. It seems really, really intimate. Just a really high quality level of trucks and stuff that's going to be there.
Yeah, it was great last year.
I can't.
The first show was Tony's first show. That's what got me started in all this. Is we went to Tony's first show, but it's awesome.
Yeah, Large Cars and Guitars is a dang good show. Hunter went last year. That was his first year. This year was my first year. I love Large Cars. Like I thought Matt's was the show. Love Matt's, wonderful show. But I mean, it's a lot more vendor focused, you know what I mean? Trade focused kind of thing, business wise, and things like Large Cars, Star Stripes, White Lines. We got Old Town Rig Down next weekend, baby. Shows like that, man, that are really just completely truck focused, focused on the drivers, focused on the truck builders and the customization shops, things like that. Those are the ones that I have seemed to enjoy the most so far.
Yeah, Matt seems. I ain't been, but Matt seems to be more of a who's going to win what kind of show.
Dude, nah, don't listen. Yeah, it is, but you got to come to Matt's next year, man. I'm telling you, come to Matt's. Enter that truck, because. Dude, like this is the great thing about Matt's. This is the great thing. The irony about Matt's. So all they have the big space inside where they have all like the vendors, and they put all like the antique trucks and stuff inside as well. All of like the newer trucks and show trucks and all that, whatever, they put them in a big lot outside. So like it's funny because when the show ends, like the truck lot turns into this massive party every night, man. Everyone turns on their music and their lights and everyone's just hanging out. Our buddy Brandon, he brings the trailer bar and parks it down at the end. And man, everyone hangs out and has a good time. I would say it really is. If you just, stay with the drivers and stuff, man, dude, it's just like Large Cars and Guitars. I mean, it's absolutely amazing. The inside is great. It's awesome. There's incredible vendors and all kinds of cool shit being shown and stuff like that, but dude, you've got to come to Matt's next year, man. It is really, really fun. And It's Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Yes, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. We're usually there on Wednesday. I say usually. We'll be there on Wednesday next year. But then you're there for like 4 days, and it goes by so freaking fast, dude. I am serious. And you talk about walking. This year, Hunter and I did close to 40 miles of walking that thing, dude. Yes, it is absolutely crazy, but it's great, man. I mean, it is like because you get to see like trucks and builders that are, I wouldn't say at a different level, but some of them that are at a different level, man. You get some of the more popular, more larger guys, that come out there. People have been doing this stuff for decades, and they use mats to unveil some of their coolest stuff. Same thing with like a lot of the truck parts and chrome and stuff, man. A lot of folks unveil a lot of stuff at mats. So, it's a pretty cool thing. And I don't think we saw a car hauler there this year. I don't think I've seen one at all.
Nope.
Yeah. Yeah. You'd be you should, man. I'll go through all the pictures. I don't think there was one car hauler there this year. And with them, you can either do bobtail or you can do truck and trailer. So yeah, you got to go to Matt's next year, dude. It's a freaking blast, bro. And Hunter, the funny, crazy thing is, wait, how far are they from you, Hunter? Like 3 hours, huh?
Matt's?
No, from Cleveland. How far are you?
Yeah. About 3 hours from Cleveland.
So see, what we do is I fly up there on Wednesday, and then we meet with Chris and Clint, and we freaking convoy up there with Chris, Clint.
Good rolling footage?
Yes, bro. Yes, dude.
Or Pedro, we could do the thing. I'd be willing to drive a little further. We can do the pre-show footage when y'all are getting the truck right down there in Cleveland, and then ride up with y'all.
Dude,
that'd be awesome. Let's do it.
I'm serious, guys. We will do it because that's what Hunter and mine's thing is it's like 3 hour drive from Nashville up there. So I usually fly into Nashville and then Hunter and I ride up together to go to Matt's and stuff. So yeah, man, that would be great because next year we're going up Wednesday and Hunter's talked about that, like trying to find someone that we know that's going to a show that's close enough that we can drive, but us going and meeting them.
Do the pre-show prep and everything and kind of get the story, but like we did here, but like long form interview, and like highlight y'all's time at the show and before the show and after the show, and yeah, it'd be cool. And get some badass rolling footage. We can sit in traffic on I-40 together, and also sit in traffic on 65. It'll be fun.
You got to come this way to go to Atlanta, so we can do that Atlanta too.
Hey, that's true. Yeah, that'd be
we could push the mountain route, Pedro, going down to Atlanta.
Yeah, nice, man. Nice.
Yeah, you'll be passing right through.
Yep. We're just 20 miles north of Chattanooga, and you got to come right through Chattanooga.
Yeah. So we're right off of 75. We're like 3 miles off 75.
20. Well, that don't make no sense why it says it's 3 hours to y'all. I guess.
We're like 25 minutes past Chattanooga.
So y'all are probably closer. I drive proper. I know how to drive down through there, so it'd probably be like 2.5 hours, maybe.
Yeah, it's about 2.5.
It takes me loaded about 2 hours and 40 minutes to get to Mount Juliet from here.
Oh, right on, man. Well, you guys, okay. That's good stuff. Yeah, you still got to let me know if you're coming to Mount Juliet next week. I'll definitely come and meet up.
I'll let you know when I come back up that way.
Heck yeah.
All right, guys. That's the deal. I love it. It's a good show, man. We appreciate y'all hanging out with us, dude. We're going to exiting comment, questions, concern, update ourselves. You gentlemen can hang with us for a few minutes if you like. And Hunter, what about you, man? What have you got to say before we chop out this piece?
Yeah, no, gentlemen, thank you for hopping on. This is our first car hauler show, so it's cool to hear how y'all do things differently and. Just hearing your story, Chris, how you own car lots and got to this point. But Clint, above all, brother, it's good to still have you with us here. It's crazy how the world works, just seeing your truck earlier this year. And here you are today, man. And so it's good to call you a friend. And, hey, above all of that, both of y'all are now officially Lounge Lizards, which means y'all can come on the show anytime. Clint's been on the show a few times, but if y'all have any updates, I don't know what our schedule's looking like pre-Stars, Stripes, and White Lines, but we'll probably have a show with some of the other builders we know. So you guys hop on, and it's good to have y'all as friends, man. It's
Sure.
great to know you guys, and yeah, we'll see y'all around for sure.
Awesome.
Appreciate the hell out of y'all.
Yeah, man, that this was really good. And it was really it was interesting to hear the full story. Completely not what Clint told us. Chris, I will text you and tell you all the lies that he's no, it was great. In all serious, Chris has done nothing but talk positively about the company, about you, Chris. I mean, how much he enjoys working there, the things you've done for him and everything. So I've talked a lot of shit, but I really just want to say, like, Clint has had nothing but amazing things to say about you and the place that he works at. So kudos to you, man, for being that kind of boss, man, for giving people a place that they want to be, that they want to call home, and for understanding your drivers, man, for letting Clint do those things to the few trucks, and you buying quality equipment and stuff for your drivers and trying to keep them close to the house and stuff. Those are things that a lot of company owners, man, that they miss that. They just don't seem to get that. They don't seem to understand it. So goes to say a lot about you, man, and we wish you nothing but success. Like Hunter said, you come on the show anytime you want, hang out with us, Chris. You're more than welcome. Next week, we've got a wonderful week. We've got the mayor himself coming back, Mr. Nate Johnson and Jenny Malafarina with Freight Movement. Love these folks. They're incredible. They're out there, like the name says, trying to make some movements in freight. They're trying to get everybody involved in this industry, content creators, everyone come out, put out good information, do some things to get out some stuff in this industry, make some change, bring some positivity to stuff. So we're going to bring them on the show, have them talk about their freight movement next Friday. Oh my God, my throat, dude. Next Friday, we are going to do a Freestyle Friday. And this time, I am going to be live from a truck show at Old Town Rig Down in Nacogdoches, Texas. Down here, we are going to be partying hardy. I'm just joking. We're not going to party at all. But we're going to be having a really good time down there at Old Town Rig Down with a bunch of folks. We're going to be hanging out with a good friend, Tex Crowley, Truck Show Joe, Jessica from United Heritage. That's my bank. What the hell? United Commercial Insurance. And it's just going to be a blast. So tune in for that. We're going to show some cool trucks, have some amazing conversation. Clint, if you ain't doing nothing, man, you're more than welcome to come hang out next week on Freestyle Friday too, man, and shoot the shit with us.
Yeah.
With that all said, we're about to chop out this piece. As I always say, chunk them deuces. Mr. Hound, roll that beautiful bean footage.
The views and opinions expressed on this show by its guests are not necessarily those of Lounge Media Group or the show host. So if you sue someone, make sure it's the party responsible for hurting your feelings. Also, grow up, be an adult, and understand not everyone thinks like you. And that's okay.